Hello and welcome to this special episode of Road to derBeste. As you can see, we are currently looking at the Gen 9 random battle ladder, but why do we do that? With 10th place, LT111VZMDB2, that's me, and I wanted to get to the 3rd place. You know how you get season rankings? Let's search for a game already. How you get medals both based on your performance. And I thought it would be funny to see Michael derBeste 2, Michael derBeste VGC, and a 3rd account of mine to be in be the golden medalists, you know. That would be so funny. You know this Obama meme with a golden medal where he gives the golden medal to himself? That would be me, kind of. And I thought it just would be a huge accomplishment to be in the top 3 with all 3 accounts. So that's the goal, and I wanted to share with you just because you were part of the Road to derBeste journey, where, fun fact, we also got a gold and silver medal in the 1st season. Obviously, I got the gold medal with my main account, and then during the Gen 9 Road to derBeste series, I was able to get to 72nd place with Michael derBeste VGC, and that's also pretty dope. And now the goal is to get to top 3, and let's see if we can do it. Okay, Slowking against Dragon Knight. He has to respect Ice Beam and Thunder Wave in my opinion, but we do not have these moves, so Dragon Knight is kind of annoying because I don't really have something in my team to touch it for good damage. I could go to Ferret. Now I think I can go for Psyshock first to scout. If I Fire Blasted, it would have been great, but it's okay because now, or if I went Ariados, always go with your first thought. I can go Tinkerton. I will just go for Anchor. Do I? He switches probably. Maybe he just goes for Drain Punch. Because if we are Life Orb, we do not have Anchor, and Cacturn survives the play rough, so I will go for Anchor. Anchor is such a pussy play. Punished. I can paralyze my Lordic Row, and Scald doesn't do that much damage because Tinkerton has a high special defense, and we get the para. That's perfect. Because now we can go to Slowking on the Scald, and I will go for Fire Blast this time. Because even if he stays, okay, he goes to Wigglytuff. He probably sets up Stealth Walks, then I will use the opportunity to set up Sticky Web. He does not set up Stealth Walks, but I still will set up with Sticky Web. He might have Fire Blast. Okay, he goes to Dragonite, and I just try to fish for a Poison Jet Poison. Scary. The Slowking take a +2 Outrage? It does. So I can now set up a Trick Room. I did not expect him to go for Terra Steel there. Nice. I will break the Multiscale with Fire Blast. He gets confused. I kinda wish that he got a free turn here, because then I could have KO'd the Dragonite with Scrafty. Because he's Terra Steel. Yeah, he is exactly in range for Drain Punch. Or he was, because now he can switch out. He will probably switch to Wigglytuff. I can go for Bulk Up, and then I can go Terra Poison bulk up again next turn. And I just try to win with Scrafty from here. Yeah, he goes Wigglytuff. Now I can go for Drain Punch. Because now I should be able to 2-hit KO it. And Fire Blast does too much damage because of the competitive special attack boost. And maybe he switches to my Lordic to get a Haze off or a Dragon Tail. And then he dies to a combination of Drain Punch and Knock Off. To 1-hit KO my Lordic. Okay. I will go for Bulk Up again. Yeah, he has Haze or Dragon Tail. And Knock Off doesn't quite get the KO. Haze, okay. But I can just go for Bulk Up again. Or should I KO it? I can play for a para. Like, I want to be +1 attack once this my Lordic is dead. But he doesn't get a single para. Wow. That's wild. Okay, here we are. Okay, nice. I mean, it was bound to happen, but okay, he goes to Wug Trio now. Do I want to take the Stomping Tantrum? Not really. I will go to Ferret and I can just click U-turn. The problem now that I'm Terra Poison, this Earthquake Dragonite, I have to be very careful because Earthquake Dragonite completely whacks me. He doesn't have to click Outrage anymore. Ariados cannot touch the Dragonite. So does Ferret, Tinkaton. So our only hope is Scrafty. And I switched out with Scrafty not because Stomping Tantrum does a lot of damage, but because of the speed drop. But with, yeah, let's see. He goes to my Lordic. And I have to go to, I can go Tinkaton, I think. I like Tinkaton here instead of Scrafty because then I can just use Thunder Wave on Dragonite and Tinkaton looks super threatening for his team. Do I go for Gigaton Hammer because he goes to Wug Trio and Gigaton Hammer doesn't do contact and then I don't get gooey? Nah, I think he just stays. I can still go for Gigaton Hammer, but then Wigglytuff comes in and can just go for Wish, and that's why I want to go for Play Rough. I don't want to give him a free opportunity to go for Wish. Because if he gets a Wish into Dragonite, even if I paralyze it with Tinkaton, it gets super hard to win. Okay, nice. Dragonite. That's a T-Wave. Great. I think I keep Tinkaton full life. Oh shit. I wanted to keep Tinkaton full life. Just because it's so good into all their pieces. Okay, that's a good toss. This would have been the situation we would have been in before. Okay, he apparently only has Wigglytuff to deal with Scrafty. Do I go for Bulk Up? Nah. Oh yeah, it's over. It's so over. Because he doesn't have Terra anymore. GG. I know the Paras were lucky, but as long as he doesn't crit, they didn't matter. His matchup against Scrafty and Sticky Web was abysmal. He had two competitive Pokemon, which is something you usually not see. But it was a good counterplay against Sticky Web as well. And our team couldn't hit Steel types, so that's why Terra Steel Dragonite, man, was so scary because Tinkaton doesn't hit them, Ariados doesn't hit them. Stoking was good, but he had Milotic and Wigglytuff, which just life orb stall with Slowking. Ferret cannot hit steel types. So what was our last Pokemon? Pachirisu. We don't have to talk about the damage that Pachirisu deals, right? So pretty interesting team we've got, and Scrafty, my boy, makes it all the way. Alright, Lizard Dune, have fun. Shaymin against Mewtwo. I think that's just a Ting-Lu switch because of Fire Blast. We could also go Pelipper. Does Pelipper survive a Life Orb plus 2 Psy Strike? Because he could also go for Nasty Plot. Okay, he goes to Komala. U-turn, Superpower, Wood Hammer, Knockoff. Against everything, Pity doesn't look bad. Yeah, U-turns. Yeah. I like Pity here. Knockoff. Okay, we lose the leftovers, but the Soul Vest. I don't know what's up with me today. Does he go into a Steel type? Heatwave doesn't do that much damage into Assault Vest Komala, so I will go for Gunk Shot. And we have a, what is it, 30 and 30, so we have a 51% chance to poison our opponent. Not Komala because of a Comatose ability. Okay, he stayed, and that's really good damage. And no para, great. And since he didn't switch to a Steel type or Poison type, I assume he doesn't have a Pokemon that can switch into Pity that well. So I will go for Gunk Shot again. I'm just thinking about how threatening the Mewtwo is and how well I have to keep the Ting-Lu. Okay, nice. We connect 2 out of 2 and KO the Komala here. If he goes Mewtwo, I think I will go for Beat Up because he might double switch. He might go for Aurasphere and Nasty Plot. Just going for Psy Strike into an obvious Ting-Lu switch. Does he really wanna do that? And even if he does that, I lose Pity. Okay, why Perior? He could go for Mega Horn. Okay, just Stone Edge. That's great because we can go for Seed Flare. Yeah, I kind of wanted to wait. I did not have U-turn, right? Okay. Okay, he goes Terra Grass to KO my Shaymin. To not KO my Shaymin, never mind. He could go for Stone Edge. Oh my god. That's perfect. I think Stone Edge was a reasonable play because that covers both Shaymin and Pity. So I just clicked too fast and I got bailed because of a Mega Horn miss. But that means he switched into... So you don't just accept what your opponent is doing. You try to understand why he's doing it. So he switched into Komala against Shaymin. Okay, he goes to Mewtwo against Pelipper. We get the confusion. Today is my lucky day. And now he went for Terra Grass. So he has an abysmal Shaymin matchup apparently. It looks like I should toss... So if he has an abysmal Shaymin matchup, he probably has a Water type in the bag. He already revealed a Ground type, so maybe he has another Ground or Water type. Or maybe a Grass type. Overall, does Rhyperior die to Hurricane because he looks pretty Assault Vest to me, and it is Assault Vest, and we got a Minroll with Seed Flare, and that's why I think that Pelipper, yeah, Pelipper does 73 to 86. So let's go for Whirlwind. Okay, he just goes for Mega Horn, but the Mewtwo is super low where we are, and that's why I think I can afford to go for this, because now after Stealth Rocks, Viperia would be in range for Hurricane, and I go Fizzante Pity here. Oh my god, okay, he is Choice Specs, and that was a pretty good play, honestly. Obviously I could have spammed Rocks here, but I thought he switches out now to not give me free leftovers recovery, but that was a very aggressive play. I thought, okay, maybe he goes for Fire Blast or Aura Sphere. I did not expect him to go for what he went for. I can just click Whirlwind. He goes for Ice Spinner. Is this Choice Band? I didn't want to give him a free bulk up turn. Tinglu against Floatzer. It is not Choice Banded, no. And now I think I just tossed Tinglu by going for another Whirlwind. He predicted me to switch to Pelipper. Fair enough. And now he will click Wave Crash. Should I risk it? I think I can, because Ice Spinner should not do a KO Shaymin. Nice. And I can just go for Seed Flare. Is this Air Slash range? 40% chance for Spadef drop to happen. Viperia. It is. And that's why he switches to Pyro. Fair enough. Is this Ambipom range? Ambipom against Pyro. We are Choice Band Double Edge. 66 to 78. Close, but no. Okay. Should I do that? You know what? My thought process behind this Terra was, I do not need the Terra in this game. I do not really want to Terra Pelipper. I do not want to Terra Shaymin, Gardevoir, Ambipom. Like, what do I even want to Terra? And I dodged the Fire Blast. Oh my god. Huge. Viperia. I can just go for Throat Chop. I think I survive Earthquake or Stone Edge, but I do not. Do I go Gardevoir to copy Solid Rock? Or do I go Ambipom U-turn to Pelipper? I like this a little more, because when I do not show which move I lock myself into, and I can go to Pelipper right here, right now. If he goes to Floater, I can just click Hurricane. What's his last Pokemon? But it's super interesting. He clicked Terra Grass with Viperia, but he had Pyro in the back, which is a very good switch in for Shaymin. So I do not understand why he did that, but sometimes you don't have to understand. I mean, we dodged the Mega Horn, and that's why we are in such a good position. I will not forget that I got lucky. Okay, is this a bait? Does he... Oh my god, no. It was a bait. Okay, I want to figure out what my best play is. It's Hurricane. because, okay, we get the confusion. He is now in Torrent range, but the thing is that Gardevoir, if I switch to Ambipom, it dies next turn. If I switch to Shaymin, Seed Flare doesn't necessarily KO, and Ice Beam can KO. And Gardevoir, if I stall out my own rain, Gardevoir should be able to take on +2 Torrent boosted Hydro Pump. I will double check that really quick. +2. So it's a 25% chance for him to KO Gardevoir. Okay, never mind. So I don't know if you can call this a GG because of all the luck I got, but my thought process was I can go to Gardevoir to like I cannot switch into a Pokemon for free, because if I go to Shaymin and I miss Seed Flare and he banks on that and goes for another Shell Smash, I kind of lose. Not I just kind of lose, I lose. And since he went for Shell Smash here, which is interesting, is that he clicked Hydro Pump. Didn't Ice Beam KO Pelipper? Pelipper against Blastoise? Oh, it doesn't. Blastoise is so weak. So yeah, he KOs Pelipper here, right? So in this turn, he KOs Pelipper, then we have 1 turn of rain left. Then I go to Ambipom, because Ambipom dies only to Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Earthquake, Terra Blast, everything doesn't KO, only Hydro Pump, but it doesn't matter if the rain is up or not, it dies to both. So I can first go Ambipom, go for Double Edge. And let's say he connects that one, then I can go to Gardevoir, and then he has to connect that one, get the roll or a crit to KO Gardevoir, and then I can go to Shaymin, and Shaymin, the Ice Beam roll is 60 to 72, so it's also in my favor, and then I have to connect Seed Flare, unless he, now I have to connect Seed Flare, that's the end of the story, but I obviously could have also not went for Hydro Pump, not went for Hurricane, but switch into Shaymin immediately to get leftovers recovery and then be at 75, so Ice Beam never KOs. But as I said, what if he goes for Shell Smash? I miss my Seed Flare, and then he KOs Shaymin. He doesn't have to click Hydro on Pelipper, so Shaymin dies to Ice Beam, Pelipper dies to Ice Beam, Ambipom dies to Hydro Pump, and Gardevoir, I think +4 Earthquake, does not KO. Okay, I underestimated, or I overestimated Blastoise pretty much. +4 Earthquake does 80 to 94, and +4 Hydro Pump without rain, yeah, does the same damage. 25% chance to KO. But yeah, that's why I clicked Hurricane, because it's overall better odds. Okay, next game. Hoopa against Tornadus. I could switch into Indeedee. We have Shadow Ball on the Indeedee as well. We could also just go for Choice Specs. Bleak Wind Storm. Tornadus against Hoopa. I'm okay going Hoopa. Going Indeedee. Because I have a feeling he goes for Shadow Ball. He went for Psychic. That's kinda sad. But I can set up a Call Mind now. I wish we were Psyshock. Do I try to just get damage off? Because Gudra is insane against our team. It's faster than Hydrapple KOs it. It walls Tornadus. It's pretty good into Goat. Yeah, I will just try to get as much damage off as possible. Yeah, he has knockoff. That's not great, but he is in Toxic Croak range. I will go for Gunk Shot instead of CC. Don't want to get the drops, and he might switch into a Ghost type. Because most of the time Toxic Croak wants Gunk Shot, Sucker Punch, Close Combat, and because the Psychic Terrain is up, a Ghost type would basically wall me. Okay, he just stayed and gives me the Gudra for free. That's pretty sweet. I know that he already revealed Hoopa as a Ghost type, but it's not impossible to get 2 Pokemon of the same type in your team. Vivi, oh no. I will go Swalot. He just goes for Sleep Powder. But Tornadus takes a +1 Hurricane, and I can just click Bleak Windstorm. He could be Terra Flying though. He's Terra Ground. Okay, I will now do something which is... Okay, wait. I wanted to say I'm going to do something which you shouldn't do. Toss Tornadus, click Toxicroak immediately and bait that we have Sucker Punch when we don't. But do I have a better play perhaps? Goat against +4 Vivio. I think I do have a better play. I should just toss Swalot. He could go for another Quiver Dance, but yeah, he goes for another Quiver Dance, but that's okay because Hurricane should not KO Goat. And he cannot use Sleep Powder because of Sepsipa. It's only if he gets the max roll he KOs, or Confusion into self-hit or a critical hit. So there... Okay. Vivio, I hate it. Vivio is just so stupid. Compound Ice and all the stuff is pretty annoying. He probably clicks Shadow Balls. That's why we'll go Hydrapple. I think keeping the goat alive is pretty nice. That's wild. That's wild. Just going for substitute there. But I can just toss Hydrapple, get a free switch into Toxicroak. I think the goat can still win the game if we get the opportunity to get a milk drink off. That's why I wanted to keep it. And I think Hydrapple isn't that good into Chandler and Hoopa anyways. Fun fact, you remember how I said you can have 2 ghost types? Here you are. This is a goat sack. That's what I kept the goat for. Okay. Nice. What's the last Pokemon? He goes to Medicham again. Reconnect. Oh my god, Tornadus. You're a menace. You are my VGC Pokemon. Oh my god. We connected how many Bleak Winds in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. How likely is that? I could... Actually, I will do this in my head. 80, 64, 480, 50.4 times 8 times 0.8, 50.4. I will do it in German. 50,4 50, 0,8 sind 40, 0,4 mal 8. 43.2, right? 43.2 is what I'm at. 40.96. Oh yeah, I had 50.6 and yeah, I suck at math. Like when I was a child, even when I was 3 years old, I calculated everything. I went to the store, always calculated how much we spent before we paid. I always counted my steps in kindergarten up to 1 million. And before I was attending school, I was counting to 1 million. And I just love numbers. So maybe that's why I also play Pokemon. I don't know. But yeah, let's just Willow, right? Yeah. Okay, he goes to Cinderace. Fair enough. But we have a lot of Cinderace counterplay. I will go Altaria because you have recovery. Regirock, Duraludon, they all do not have recovery options. And the Will-O-Wisp was pretty obvious. Okay, no talk about numbers because that might be the game for top 3. I will just boost up. Okay, he goes for Gangshot. I could have just clicked Earthquake, man. Okay, it's either Choice Band or Assault Vest. Is Choice Band a thing in Gen 8? Gen 9? It is. Choice Band or Assault Vest. So I can go Duraludon. I do not know which set it is. I will not set up Stealth Walks because we saw that the Cinderace is quad change. I think I can go to Ursaluna. Because he might switch into... Yeah, I didn't speak it out, but he either switches to Cinderace or he goes for High Jump Kick. Okay, I expected a lot, but not High Jump Kick. Because I thought... What if I switch into a Ghost type? With a High Jump Kick. Also, Ursaluna can be Terra Ghost. And I didn't really expect him to go for that High Jump Kick. And what I wanted to say is that I expected him to go Cinderace against the Duraludon. And now he will go back to Rhyperior. And I can just get a Moonlight off. Let's go. If he switches to Gallade, we have Rotom, we have Altaria, so that's pretty cool. This is Assault Vest. Honestly, he will click Psycho Cut. Is there a reason to risk it? I wanna be cool. I am not cool at all. Especially because he is choice locked to Sacred Sword. I will go for the double switch again. It's risky, but he is choice Scarf Gallade. I have 2 flying types, man. Nice, let's go. Yeah, I do not understand. Ah, you saw how I hovered over Will-O-Wisp? Ah. He will double switch. I have this feeling that he will go for a double switch into Cinderace to catch either Will-O-Wisp or an Blood Moon Ursaluna switch. We bailed, but I cannot predict him. It's low-key impossible. I will go for Blood Moon because he might switch to Gallade, but it's impossible to read my opponent's moves because they seem so random. Oh, Grimmsnarl. Thanks for the damage, I guess. You are not taunt. And even if you are, I do not care if you are. Cinderace. Do I remove Cinderace here or do I switch? I think Cinderace is a huge threat to my team. So I will just remove it right here, right now. Could have clicked Terra Poison, I know, but I want to keep the typing to have a switch into Rhyperior. It screens Grimmsnarl, by the way, so that's something we have to be careful about. Okay. Gallade, I can just go Rotom again. This time you go for Psycho Cut. Got it. And we set up with Stealth Walks. Could also go for Flash Cannon, but I think setting up Walks here is pretty good. And I think he doesn't go for Spirit Break. I could just KO him with Flash Cannon. Yeah, he goes for Thunder Wave. Let's go. Nice. I should have clicked Blood Moon. I will toss Wodan. He will always go for Sacred Sword now because, yeah, Altaria is in range for 2, so I can now use Woost if he goes to Viperia. Okay, he goes to Grimmsnarl. That's fine for me because I can just go with Alona. Go for Earth Power again. Greninja. I go Keldeo. Keldeo is made for Greninja. Because we resist everything but Grass Knot, and I think Battle Bond cannot have Grass Knot. It's Protein. And it's Life Orb, okay. Do I go for Calm Mind? Nah, I need damage on it. And he might switch hard to Gallade, expecting me to go for Calm Mind. Or switch into Grimmsnarl to get a Thunder Wave off. Stuff like that. U-turn, okay. What do I catch with a Secret Sword? Grimmsnarl, okay. Now on the Gallade, I can go Regirock. Because if he... Yeah, I don't need the Regirock. Here's Gallade, here's Greninja, here's Viperia. And now I see that he locks himself into Sacred Sword, so I can just go to Altaria. Do I Woost? I think I do Woost. Because I can just go with Alona against Viperia. Even if he double switches, he always takes Stealth Walk's damage. That's free Moonlight. Or more or less free Moonlight. And now he will go for Gunk Shot or Hydro Pump. Or U-turn. Perfect. Gallade again. I will go to Regirock. I might toss it. Depends a bit on... Yeah, he just clicked Sacred Sword. But if this is all if this is all going as I planned. Okay. I think the last one did 20. I should not risk it. Viperia against Altaria. Earthquake does 20 to 24. So I will not risk it. Yeah. He gets another Stone Edge crit, but that's perfectly fine. Against Greninja, I will use Keldeo again. The Gallade might die to rocks. Ah, it doesn't. What do I toss? I think I can toss Keldeo and just keep my 3 bulky attackers alive. Yeah. And now let's see what the last Pokemon is. Mousehold should not be able to beat Duraludon. I will not go for Body Press because of Terra Ghost and then Anchor Shenanigans. Draco can miss. Unless Draco one-hit KOs here. Then I can do that. It does not. And Flash Cannon is always a 2-hit KO. So he needs a billion Bite Flinches and then we still have Altaria with Terra Steel. Okay, is this enough? No, not quite. Okay, one more. I think I played this one pretty well again. But yeah, one last. Even if I fail now, I will upload this video and will try it the next time. Because if I fail here, it would just take too much time to get back to where we were. But we are not talking about failure. Pokemon is about failure. We know it all. But not today. Today it's about success. Also 92.5 GXE. Should I like get when I got this done, should I get 7 other accounts in the top 10, and then top 10 is just Michael derBeste 2 accounts? That would be funny. If you have any suggestions for account names, let me know, because Michael derBeste 2 is just my main. Michael derBeste VGC was also pretty obvious, and this is the account I registered with to play OLT. But then in the end, I decided to not play OLT. I played some OU games. When I reached 1600, I thought, nah, let's not do it, because I didn't want to invest time for that, because it was happening before and during the World Championships, and I wanted to invest more time into this. But yeah, I will write down the moves. I usually should not forget it, but safety first. Gang shot, knockoff, fire blast, T spikes. The problem is he can just go for T spikes, and we have 6 grounded Pokemon with no heavy duty boots. You hate to see it. I can switch to Heracross and go for Trailblaze into close combat, perhaps. Doesn't KO. What? This Suicune is so good, but if it's poisoned, it's just useless. So this lead is just ultra bad. Oh, he goes for T-Spike. What a surprise. Oh, man. I don't want to say it's doomed, but it's doomed, guys. I have 6 grounded Pokemon, and he has Executor. Okay, that doesn't matter. We are poisoned anyways. I can go for Facade, because he might switch into a close combat resistance. That's Assault Vest Executor, by the way. Yeah, that's the close combat resistance I was looking forward to see. I could have 2KO'd it with close combat. Cresselia with T-Spikes. I have to win the speed tie. Okay. At least something. But Suicune ward by Executor. Wactria ward by Executor. Gardevoir super slow. I feel like this is impossible. He also has Focus Sash Skuntank with Aftermath against our Blaziken. Even if I copy Ditto, even if I copy Skuntank with Ditto, I am not able to suck up the T-Spikes. I should have clicked Liquidation. He plays it well, but I honestly do not know what I could have done in this matchup anyways. Like, it's you can see it. It's just impossible. He goes to Skuntank here. That's a bit surprising. Okay, he connects Gangshot. I think I had to dodge that Gangshot. Now my only hope is Blaziken, but he has Rocky Helmet, Skarmory, and Aftermath Skuntank, and Life Orb, and... Okay, I think my only hope... Because Skarmory doesn't die to close combat, my only hope is to dodge Flare Blitz now, to dodge Gangshot, and then use close combat 6 times. I cannot use it 6 times because of Aftermath and Rocky Helmet, but I can use it like 4 to 5 times. Okay, GG. let me know down in the comments below how I should have approached this, because it was just impossible, I think. I do not know. Glaceon with Protect as well. Wish Protect Glaceon. So even if I dodge Gunk Shot, okay? Let's see what happens next. I KO Skuntank. So I'm at 88. Then KO Skuntank 78 because of Life Orb, 53 because Aftermath, 41 because of Poison. He goes Glaceon, goes for Protect, 29. He goes Skarmory, and I die to Life Orb, Poison, Rocky Helmet. And then he has Protect, Glaceon. I have 6 grounded Pokemon with no heavy duty boots. I think this is the first time in my life I would say that a Generation 9 matchup was literally impossible. I could have not denied Toxic Spikes. I could have set Toxic Spikes myself, but you know what? He has 4 immunities and 1 Pokemon that can suck it up later. Please tell me in the comments below what I should have done. And I will send you the last game, or like I will cut to the last game again, because I really want to make it in this video. So I will play until I'm 1 game before top 3. We are back. Okay, this is the try. As you can see, we were at 2466 when I last lost. I won in 15 turns to get to 2472. Then I won in 18 turns to get to 2484. And then I won in 26 turns to get to 2494. And now it's win and in again, basically, with a very great lead, also known as very terrible lead. But yeah. I will link the 3 games I just showed you in the description below. If you want to take a look, feel free. But we have Blissey, okay, that's good. Oh my god, we've got Rest Sandaconda, Clodsire, Blissey. Let's see how he deals with this. Are we unaware? Unfortunately we are not. I will T-Wave. He can switch into a physical ground type, but I just want to force the Hydreigon out for now. Okay, he goes for yet another nasty plot. I knew it! I knew it! Flinch. Okay. Wiping off the sweat. It was so obvious. Do I survive a Draco? I should survive the Draco. Now if I go for Softball, Draco can KO, so I will just go for Toss again. Okay, calm down. Well, when I woke up, there was this one game where I led with Lilligant, with Wildlands, and I missed Sleep Powder into Leaf Blade into Leaf Blade. And then there was a Mimikyu. I clicked Thunder Wave with my Grand Bull, I missed the Thunder Wave, I missed my Play Rough, I missed my Stone Edge with Golem. Everything in one game. That was crazy. But yeah, I can just go Sandaconda here on the close combat. He just DD'd, okay. I will just EQ because he's Lumberry. Glare just does not seem worth it. And we have Choice Scarf, Jugulis to revenge kill the Hexers. Okay, can someone explain me why he clicked Terra Steel in front of a Sandaconda? He also gets the 2 turns, so now he can actually switch out the Hexerus as well to keep it. Okay, never mind. He could have kept it to have something that pressures Clodsire and Blissey. Now he doesn't have Terra anymore. Also funny that he has Hexerus and Hydreigon, and now Greninja. Very interesting team. I will go Clodsire because we have Yeah, he goes for Gunk Shot, and we have Water Absorb as well. I will just go for Toxic. Yeah, he doesn't 2-hit KO us, so we can just click Recover. Yeah, we can just Toxic Stall Liquid Ninja. Smeargle. Oh, don't tell me you have a Population Bomb set. I will try to Toxic. Yeah, he puts me asleep, that was obvious. If he has the Population Bomb set, I have to go Greedent. Because there's a new Smeargle set now with Technician, Shell Smash, Population Bomb. Okay. I can go for Body Slam? Wait. Or do I go for Knockoff? I think I can go for Knockoff. Remove the item first. Yeah, I think Knockoff is slightly better because then he will miss eventually. He cannot KO me unless he gets 2 critical hits. I did not put Technician in the calc, but we made it. What? Okay, I forgot to put Technician in the calc. I just put Own Tempo in it. So he could have KO'd me with 9 hits, but the chance of connecting 9 is 38%. And then he also has to connect against Juggalis, against Bruxish, you know. So I think that's fair. We got a bit lucky. We got 1 power against Hydreigon after I dodged Thunder Wave. We didn't get a freeze from Ice Beam. So I guess overall it's okay. But you know what this means? MDB Supremacy. Let's go! We made it. I can be proud of myself. Even though I was not able to do it in 1-1, I had to lose once, of course, but overall I'm pretty happy with that accomplishment. And yeah, tell me what your best Pokemon accomplishment was. Doesn't matter if it's VGC regional or ladder achievement or tournament achievement. Doesn't matter. I would be really curious about it because just exchanging that is pretty cool, I think. Even if it's not a big achievement, it's still something you can be proud of. You set your own goals, you know, so feel free to share it with me. And it was a fun little video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!